Hello, Cancer. It's your turn for your reading for the month of July. I can't believe we're already here. Real quick, dates to keep on your calendar just for observation. July 2nd is a solar eclipse in the sign of Cancer, and then July 16th is a partial lunar eclipse in Capricorn. So if you have any of those placements, whether it's Capricorn and Cancer, or you're just watching for Cancer sign, those are very irreverent times. Great transformation I'm feeling. But yeah, let's get into your reading. Also, these aren't date specifics. They're for those who resonated. So this is a general reading, so you can come back at any time. So I pre-shuffle the cards and list the cards. All right, Cancers, I'm a Cancer, so let's take a few deep breaths before we get started and tap into the energy of July. What is July going to look for us for a minute? All right, let's get ready. Now do the best to put it in words that is understandable to you. Not everything's going to resonate, which is fine. Take what resonates with you. And at any moment, things can change, where you can change the story up however you feel best, whether you're watching for the Cancer as a someone who's answering or want to know about Cancer, or you're a Cancer trying to find direction. So the cards are there to guide us into what's coming up, just to help us along, but you can change any of this at any time. It's not in stone. So I just want to let everyone know that. So anyways, we have coming in the month of July the Seven of Swords. We don't have to read it in that sign, but I feel like it's this way, that you are in a transition, in a period. You're changing ever so slightly. You're coming into your own. And I feel like with the Seven of Swords, it's an indication you're overcoming, not necessarily trickery. This could be the card of trickery. But I feel like you're coming into this month and really overcoming these things that may have grabbed your attention, may have somehow possessed you in many ways. I heard someone say today about Cancers and what we're going through this month of July. It's easy as a Cancer to attach ourselves to unhealthy things. This could be a representation of addictions. This could be representation of things in your own life that you need to let go and release. So I feel like whatever it is, whether it's, you're in this position or this position, there's some releasings that still need to happen for some of you still. But I feel like for the most part, you're overcoming. We're already in Cancer season as we're speaking, but this is July. So I feel like you're in this process of really understanding what it is about releasing. And I feel like you've done the work, Cancer. I'm really proud of us. We've all have been going through similar things that, we're all at different periods of our life. And this past month has been so difficult for a lot of us. We've been doing the work. We've been doing the healing. So you come so far, and I'm so grateful that you've come so far, Cancer, or whoever's watching for Cancer. We have put in the time. We have put in the hard ass work. I'm just going to be blunt with you. But also, too, it's letting go an idea that maybe, coming into the month of July, that can better prepare you for what is ahead. And I feel like that's what this card is saying. You've done the work. There may have been some surprises too. You know, this is kind of trickery too, that you didn't expect coming to you. I just found out just over a week ago someone was pregnant and it all came out. So maybe you felt like you heard something deceptive. You heard something that you weren't expecting that was like, this hurts like heck. But I feel like you're healing. You're overcoming these difficulties, these obstacles. But also with the solar eclipse coming in your sign, I feel like it's bringing in new. It's bringing in this transformation that you can really be yourself, and it's okay. Then we have the Knight of Cups. This also could be you're feeling like you can't offer yourself completely 100%. I know I'm pretty much feeling like that sometimes, where I can't really give 100%. Then you have the Nine of Swords, and then the Seven of Cups. So I waited to say this just to kind of see what the cards are. I feel like in order for you to receive, and I heard someone say this too about cancers, in order for you to receive, you need to let go of something. Maybe there's some vulnerability that you're having difficulty in. How do you give fully without, holding something back? Or how do you fully give in your committed relationships when there's so many things you're having difficulty letting go? Your thoughts, your perceptions, your anxieties, your worries. And I feel like with this card, even next to the Knight of Cups, when it comes to love, when it comes to offers of love, when it comes to restraints, when it comes to people you love, there's still a lot of things that aren't clear, especially when it comes to your goals, your ambitions, your dreams. There's still a lot of processing. I feel like, in July, you're going to have to release more things, I feel like. I hate to say that. I'm just getting that with those cards is, there's a lot of changes coming in for most of you. If that doesn't resonate with some of you, believe me, there's been changes happening. And sometimes things happen under our control and we're not really ready for it. But I just feel like you have to trust that everything is going to go right for you. Because I know there's a lot of anxiety, even for me, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, that I was unsure of. But once I got through this painful experience, it got better. And I think that's what it is about. And then you have the Seven of Cups in reverse. So you're not sure about your options, I feel like. You're still trying to figure out things, but I feel like eventually in this month, you're going to have a good idea. It may be unclear in the beginning, but I just feel like, you have to be patient. You have to wait for the unexpected to eventually come to you, because it's not going to happen overnight. I'm going to be blunt about that. It's not going to happen overnight. We want so much, but yet we have to be willing to put in the work. Honestly, I hate to say that, but yeah, we're going to have to put in some work to make our dreams come alive. And this could be the card of Pisces. It's also about illusions. Don't get caught up in the illusion of things. When you have goals, when you have plans, when you have ambitions, and try to look at things not from emotional state of being. That's what I feel like it's saying. Look from an outsider's perspective, a bird's eye perspective. Like, how would you handle this situation from a bird's eye standpoint, I'm saying. And then you have the Four of Wands. So this is a family card. It's also about celebration. I feel like there's, trying to figure this out. With it in the reverse, you're unsure about your future, I feel like, Cancers. I just feel like you need to have a better understanding when it comes to your decisions. I know I'm still having trouble with this, so I'm kind of there with you. when it comes to our dreams, when it comes to things we want, whether you're trying to conceive a child, whether you're you found out you're pregnant. I know one Cancer just found out she's pregnant. That really shook it up. So right now you're unclear, or you will be unclear, or you have been going through this. I'm definitely sure about that. So you're unclear about the future, what the future holds for your family, if you have a family, what your future looks like even. Like everything is cloudy. But I just feel like, you're going to get there. You're going to get the family you need. You're going to get the children you need. You're going to get everything. And you have everything. It's easy to get trapped into the idea that we don't have enough. We don't have enough of, what other people have. Or we don't have everything we need at the moment. And then you have, let me just read the different cards so I can explain. 9 of Cups in reverse. Page of Cups, the Emperor in reverse, the World card, 4 of Cups, 5 of Wands in reverse, and Ace of Cups. So I really feel like what's going on, a lot of us are unsure about the future. A lot of us are unsure of what is this relationship going to take to get everything you need. What is this love relationship going to take so I can ultimately be happy? That's the goal here, right? Well, with the nine of Cups, I'm feeling with this, as much as I don't want to admit it, Cancer, and I know a lot of you can understand this place from a Cancer's perspective, there are some things we don't want to share with people to a form of degree, because we don't want to hurt people's feelings, but I feel like it's honestly best like that in some cases. I know for me, like I've been struggling a lot, but I feel like we really got to balance out our emotional well-being, especially, you can't fulfill others if you yourself aren't fulfilled, if you ultimately aren't giving to yourself. So I feel with the 9 of Cups here in reverse, before you get all clouded up in concern about what's the unknown gonna look like, what is my future relationship gonna look like, some of you have been going through relationship problems where you're unsure if this is the relationship you're meant to be, because there's been a lot of difficulties since day one. There's been a lot of problems, but you really need to get in balance. You really need to get in check with yourself. Like, is this really what you want? Because a lot of us have been going through that. Because honestly, you can't fill someone's cup if you're not willing to fill for yourself. Then the Page of Cups. So yeah, you need to be willing to step back for a moment, even right now as I speak, and really look at your motivation. And that, I feel like, has been tested. What is the reason you're with people? What are the reasons you're in these relationships? And I've been there, question things. Am I in the right place? And I feel like you are. Page of Cups, new beginnings, new love, new offers. I'm guessing. For some of you who are ready to commit. But for some of you who are in relationship, I feel like it's an indication that you really need to step into your higher self and ask your higher self to help you. Ask your guides to help you onto this unknown territory, because it's freaky. It's freaky and scary to know that you want to get somewhere, but you don't know how. You know what I mean? Either or. The Empress. So you're having struggle between what are you supposed to offer in a relationship when it comes to love dynamics. I feel like in this month you're going to have a better understanding. Things are fuzzy at the moment for some of you, but I feel like you're going to get a better understanding of this, because I know a lot of us feel it. A lot of us feel things before they come. So I don't feel like if you're in a relationship to get out of relation. I just feel like you need to wait it out. You need to see if you are getting these opportunities that you want to, like whether it's, you know, a work dynamic, a family dynamic, waiting on something that you've been waiting on to get started for you. And I feel like just wait it out. You know, don't exit the door. But you really need to stay grounded. You really need to stay patient so you don't lose control of your emotions, so you don't feel powerless. So this month, I highly suggest, you know, stay committed to what you want. Even if it's a relationship, try to somehow not distance yourself, but try to really understand. Like, even if it's just in your heart, try to figure out, how can I make certain things happen? Not go against anything, but really work on, what do I really want? You know, am I just playing along in the mind game? Am I just doing what I want because it feels good? But really get serious for some of you. And then the World card. Alright, so you're ready for changes to come. And I feel like the divine is stepping in. You know, it is Cancer season. It is your month. So you only have a matter of time to really work it out on what it is you want. You know, the World card is also a way of a portal. You know, you're entering one cycle and starting a new, brand new. So I feel like the World card is here to say, you know, new changes are coming, whether we want it or not. A lot of us gone through these different cycle changes in the last few odd months that have really shattered us, really broke us to our core, to prepare us for now. Four of Cups in reverse. So don't get disappointed by these changes. I know a lot of us, we have so many options. We have so many offers on the table, whether it's love or not. You know, that's not the problem. The problem is when we feel like we can't overcome these changes and how to balance it out. Like, I don't know if you've been there where I've been as a Cancer, but I feel like I'm trying to balance out this relationship and what I want, you know, because I feel like you can't give too much to yourself and too much to another person. You have to have a balance, give and receiving, you know, give and let them receive. And it's easy to get distance. It's easy not to accept love because you've been hurt before. You don't trust people. You don't feel good in your own skin. But I feel like the message here with the Four of Cups, don't get trapped in isolation too long where you feel like you just have to distance yourself from everything and the world just to get your answers. But I feel like isolate yourself just a little bit to get the answers, to quiet your mind, but also, you know, be willing to give to others, you know, and also receive. You know, what you give out, you'll receive back. And I know there's been a struggle, a tug of war, when it seems like we give so much, but I think this message in July, it's saying, you know, give to others this month, but also to don't get trapped in the idea that you have to give, nothing expect. I feel like if you center it out where you can give to yourself time to regain balance, to regain, you know, strength within yourself and energy, then you can pour it out to others. And I think that's the message with the Four of Cups. Don't get too isolated into your disappointments that you forget people. Because people need you, Cancers, as much as we want to admit it or not. People do need you. They require your attention, but also to, you know, you got to balance it out. You know, you time, take care of you before you can help someone else. Five of Wands in reverse. So I feel like it's either or. Either you're having conflicts with yourself or you're having conflicts with other people within yourself. You know, how you feel inside about people, like you're conflicted with the situation. Anyways, you're either feeling conflicted with yourself or about situation that has to change. It can go either or, like I said. But I feel like you have to really get a good idea. What are you willing to fight for? You know, are you willing to just stick it out and fight for other people and the drama, or what? Like, really, what is it that are you willing to work on? You know, it could indicate you need to work on conflicts within yourself when it comes to, you know, these disappointments you keep having within yourself about how you feel about changes. Like, you're not ready for these changes in some way. Then you have the Ace of Cups. So yeah, you're unsure. But I feel like the divine is stepping in to help you. You know, Ace of Cups, nobody really talked about this. But I always feel like this is the universe stepping in to help you. Coming and giving you blessings and overshadowing you with blessings. You know, it is your season. You know, you can do whatever you want with these different cards laying out. And, you know, interpret the best you can interpret them. But I just feel like you really need to tap into your inner guidance, your higher self, your higher perspective of looking at it from a bird's eye standpoint. Like, how would you respond to this situation in your life, these people in your life, these conflicts in your life? Like, try to be, like, last month was about self-awareness. I just feel like you really need to get a better idea of just releasing the things that don't work for you, especially with the solar eclipse coming in. It's going to bring in these changes, and it has been. It's starting to, you know, give you that nudge of, you know, what's to look for, you know, be prepared for, watch this, watch that, you know, getting you hyped for these energies about to come. I just feel like you need to stay grounded. You need to stay in alignment with, you know, your higher self and what's best for overall your health, your body, your spirit, your soul, everything about you. So I hope that resonates with one of you. Hopefully we'll have a good month this month. It could be some challenges here and there, but I just feel like you really need to get an idea of what you really want out of things in life in general, places, situation, relationships. Anyways, bye-bye.